Okay, let's do the Kayle review. I find it super knowing that DD is better defensive than GA. GA really needs to rework. It's just unfortunate how Fiora interacts with GA and how GA does. It's just not good enough. Because if you need to carry, DD is just more consistently likely to carry the game for you rather than if you get GA, died, and come back. Because most likely if you get GA, died, and come back, you're just gonna die again. Okay, you play into Kayle, you choose to reset, you got the first vital. On red sides, you always try to grab the first vital early so that the good vital can be formed next, unless you're going for the level 1 cheese from the left. Okay, and then you go here. You don't want to walk into the last bush because she could still be there. You walked a bit out. If you walk a bit out, you have to walk out enough to form the vital. You get bad vital. You can walk back to reset the bad vital if you want. Yeah. Not just pure. You should have queued earlier there because you can see where she's going to be, right? You can see that right now. Oh, epic pen. We love the epic pen, right, guys? We heckin' love epic pen. You can see right about in this frame. What do you mean, no? I don't cure not to mess up the wave. Okay, yeah, but you can see in this frame, right here, you can Q here an auto attack. And if you Q here an auto attack, the minions won't even target you in the first place. Like, sure, to not mess up the wave, whatever, but, like, this doesn't even proc the minions. She is so far away that if you Q here an auto attack, it will not proc these casters. Even if you care about not messing up the wave, it doesn't even proc it. And again here, you can Q auto here, then back away, even if not into a vital, instead of Q auto instead back away, and it won't trigger the casters. But you have to do it quick, then back away to get your own EXP. This is... Okay, there we go. So, unless you get that top vital, this is an incorrect trade. The reason why it's an incorrect trade is because she has the opportunity to proc her PTA then E into you. You just got a little bit lucky that it was a top vital, not a left vital. Otherwise, queuing down would have been worse value for you, and she gave you this one as well, even if she didn't give you the one itself. But yeah, that's why the trade went so well for you. Got a little bit lucky with the vital that it formed top instead of left. Okay, pull the wave level 1 to push towards you by default. Yes, but you don't want to do that. So close start. It was a good queue. It was a bit overkill, but it was still a good queue. Good queue auto. Generally, you want to... I mean, it's fine with minion, but generally, whenever you queue enter, you want to go into a bush to drop the aggro or walk a bit away to drop the aggro, but with one minion, it's fine. And now you want to zone her a little bit more or play for the zoning. You don't even need to actively, like, actually zone her out. You just want to be in the position where you're walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So she walks back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you form a pattern. Because you're going to hit level 2 now, and you want to be able to flash Q auto E on her. You want to push the wave and you want to dive her because she does not have TP. She's low HP. This is the easiest dive on wave 3. If you can get her flash before you dive, it makes it a lot easier. You standing here makes her feel safe. But if you walk, and the second you walk into her, she's gonna be like, oh no, he wants to fight me, she'll walk back. You want to put her in a state of mind where, oh, him walking into me means nothing. He's gonna walk in, out, in, out, in, out. He's been doing this for a while. Then when you want to flash on her, you can do it at any point in time, and she'll not expect it, because you've been moving the same way you've always been moving. Like, I can tell when you're looking for the engage. Just looking at the replay, I can tell. Here, you push the wave a little too quickly. You want to push the wave here to make it crash here. Push it slightly too quickly. That way she can't take these melees for free. And then you crash wave 3 and then you dive her. Why does it keep changing? There we go. Again, at any point here, you can flash Q auto E, then back away, and it's fine. But you don't even need to flash Q auto E because you do have the ignite. You start the dive with the W and you kill her. Just walk up, W, then you kill. Nice. You played that a bit bad, but it's still correct. The reason why you played it a little bit bad is just because of this. Look at where you W. Sorry, not where you W. Like here, you not W, not W. Here you can auto E. You just don't. And then you walk to the right instead of to the left. Maybe it's just bad pathing where you clicked here or something, so it paths you incorrectly, and that's just unfortunate. But make sure to make your clicks as tiny as possible towards her here so it doesn't path you the wrong way around the turret. If you click too far away, like somewhere here. And because of that, you're forced to queue. Queuing first is bad because if you queue first, that means she can flash. Flash right after, then you have to flash after her, then it's not as clean and she has the opportunity to maybe live. You got a little bit lucky here, especially with your flash that barely got you out of turret range. It's a little bit lucky, can be a bit cleaner, so it's never a bad dive. Here, you should not take these melee minions because you're giving Kayle time to play the lane. Because if I just put directly, if I put manual camera, right? Look at her being able to play the game here. Like, bro, it's not manual. Look at her playing the game, playing the game, playing the game, playing the game, free crash, and now the Kayle flash just give away that vital. Yes, it did. Free crash, free crash. And now the wave will bounce back into her, and technically she doesn't need to walk up. She's just gonna stay back, catch some EXP, and the wave is bouncing into her. She does not need to walk up. Like, obviously here, killed herself, right? But she did not need to walk up for that wave crash. If she maintained max range, didn't walk into you, wave will crash into her, and she'll be like level 5.5 as it's pushing back. And then you made a wrong move that you let her crash this wave for free. And all this stemmed from you taking these minions. If you just didn't take the minions, insta-recalled, walk back, Yosha, I love you, you would be able to freeze this wave on the Kayle, force it to freeze, and then she can't walk up. But taking these minions made it so that Kayle can play the game, and you can't play the game right now. But still, good QW onto her, good fight, all that stuff. You punished it, fair enough. Now, if I were you, I would stop her from walking back into lane. What I would do is I would walk here, ward here, and then stay in this area. She can't walk back up. That's what I love about leagues, so much tiny things matters. Yep, they definitely do. And this is a very basic fundamental where you want to be playing the game at the same time as her. And the same thing works across the entire game, right? If your team is playing the game, you want to be playing the game. Praise me a little. I said it was a good punish inter. I did say it was a good punish. And the Q here at level 1 was a good Q. You got it very well outside turret range. Good Q. But yeah. What was I saying? So, it's the same concept in macro, where if you recall and your team's on the map, it's incorrect to recall. You should not do that. If your team recalls and you're trying to play the game, it's incorrect. You want to make sure you're playing the game at the same time. Same works for Kayle, where you should make sure Kayle never gets to play the game when you're not there. And how to do that? You take better recalls. But yeah, here I would always walk here, ward here, and then look to proxy wave from the Kayle. Wave from the Kayle. The Kayle from the wave so she doesn't get to walk up at all. I would not go for the reset here. It is much riskier. You might die here, but the value of being able to zone her off from this wave is immense. And your ability to escape from a Briar gank is relatively okay. It's relatively decent. Like, even if she ganks you, you should be able to leave, or you have a possibility of leaving. That's what I would do here. As it happened, Briar was not there. So it would have been completely fine because Briar just wasn't there and she had recalled already and she's going bot side. That's luck, right? Because you could also be here, ward this, and it's up and she's coming to you. But she isn't, so you should have been able to zone the wave, the Kayle from the wave, and should have been level 3 when you're level 6, or even level 3 when you're level 7. Yeah, Kayle's one of the matchups where you need to know how to, like, basically not punish the Kayle a little bit so you can punish her a lot. It's one of those matchups where, like, you might give her a little bit of breathing room for, like, 30 seconds so you can freeze the wave the way that you want and get the best possible value out. Some people don't realize they have to do this, and then they do what you avoided, where they hit the Kayle and the wave and all that. Look by Warhammer. Yeah, Warhammer freezing to Kayle right now. This is one of the rare windows where Warhammer freeze is completely fine. You could have also gotten Boots of Swiftness, and a Longsword would have also been good. Yep, freeze the wave here. Your main issue will be a Briar lane gank typically. This is the only way, generally, they can break the freeze, because Briar ganks really suck. He can't really gank you and by walking at you, so he has to do an in-lane gank. So that's where you want to ward. You want to ward in this bush to avoid an in-lane gank, because she has no other way to gank you. It's a terrible champion to gank into Fiora. Generally speaking, you want to zone the Kayle a little bit more off the wave so she doesn't get the EXP. And when you freeze, you want to freeze closer to this area to pull this wave out. Because right now, when this wave crashes, the melee will be under your turret. Like, they're just going to suicide under your turret. Like that one, and then the next one as well. Oh, the next one barely didn't suicide, but yeah, just really awkward. Okay, she inted. Lovely. Those lanes must have been very terrifying in the top lane. Yep, they're definitely a public menace. Okay, the reviews go taking a while, so I need to like speed it up a little bit. Good recall place. Here, Japonica, she got the experience, that's what she wants. She just walked a little too far up, gave him the angle to engage, and so engaged. People will generally make that mistake eventually, where either they're going to lose the EXP or walk a little bit too far up, and then you have the opportunity to engage on them. Rek'Sai gank is a little bit bad. Lissandra's here, so you want to cross the wave and dive. You dive. Lovely. All that. Staying at this HP is terrible unless you want your recall. Wait, do you have your recall? I don't know. Unless you want your recall, staying with this HP is completely terrible because you're in kill range of Kayle if she plays it well enough. Okay, I mean, you dive. Fair enough. You did need it for Ravenous. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Okay. You got her R, heal up off the wave, then you can dive her zone. How did you play this out? Again, you took an incorrect movement, but it's fine with the ignite. You don't even need to hit this turret so it doesn't die quickly, and you can... Yeah, I saw what you're trying to do. If you had Ravenous buy like 200 gold away or 200 gold away, then it was completely fine to do that. You let the kill walk back to her turret, terrible, but you can just take the turret then kill. You should W earlier in one of your Qs. You missed the Q, but with the thought process correct, where you shouldn't W standing still, you should W all Qing. So that's good that you got the thought process correct. And you just kill. Lovely. That's like you're playing this game pretty much as you should right now. You don't need to recall that far away, but fair enough. You have Phage. You go bot lane here for the wave. Perfectly fine. You get the bot turret. Perfectly fine. Your gameplay is good so far. You rotate here. Bad rotation. The reason why it's a bad rotation here, not rotation, this rotation is good. Morgana came, you can't get more from the turret, so you leave perfectly fine. But when you rotate here, you know that they're in this part of the jungle. You should be blast coning here to deny their exits. You shouldn't be blast coning over here, because most likely they're going to walk this way back to mid lane to the Akshan. So when you blast cone over, even if no vision, you should blast cone here. Sorry. So even if you blast cone with no vision, you're meant to blast cone over here, not over here, because they're more likely to move to mid, to Akshan to get the turret, and you'll be able to hit them a lot better. Even with no vision, like going to the spit is incorrect. It is just a more likely probability you will find them in this area or be able to get to them in this area, or if they're still in your jungle like this Shaco was, flank them in this area, then if you go here. Just based on where they want to go, because where do they want to go? Mid, Akshan, turret, most likely, or recall in this bush, or in Shaco's case, invade your jungle. Like all this area would be better to jump to, because it covers all the possible places they can go. Or, sorry, not Shaco, Briar, whatever. You should dodge the E, but still it's fine. You'll kill her, it's not a big deal. If you ignited her, you shouldn't have, because it was completely fine. It was overkill to ignite. Now do you have gold for your Trinity Force? You should have recalled earlier then. You should not go for the turret right now if you have gold for Trinity Force, which you did have gold for Trinity Force. So you should have just went for the recall right now, got your Trinity Force, then went back on map. Because right now, this is effectively unoptimal time. Sure, you're on map, sure, you're playing the game, but you have a huge buy that can vastly increase what you can do in the game, like Trinity Force completed. So you should have recalled, then went back instead of doing that. See, the thing is, killing a tier 2 tower is no longer that great, because they separated the gold into different plates. So you shouldn't care about killing a turret. I do this mistake a lot, where I care about killing the turret because, oh, it's a turret. It's a tier 2 turret. It gives 700 gold. If I kill it, I get so much gold. I got the turret. But it no longer gives 700 gold. It gives 125, 125, 125, 125. You know? It doesn't give that much gold anymore when you kill it. It's separated. But I get the dopamine hit, but it no longer works that way. I still make that mistake. I still do it. Again, you recall way too far away. TP is bad. I didn't see the fight, but the TP is bad. Notice how but I didn't even look at the minimap, right? I did not look at the minimap. It's just I saw you do this, and I'm like, you know what? It's a bad TP. Just based on this, it's a bad TP. Like legitimately, all I need to tell it's a bad TP, not even the minimap, just this. You left base. You're not at a turret to be split pushing. You're out of sync with your team. Odds are, probably it's a bad TP. Odds are. Now let's look at the fight that you should have been looking at, see if it's a bad TP or not. So looking at this fight. Morgana walks up. Rek'Sai is forced here. You have a better TP angle, do you, on this ward? Placed a little bit late, but you still do have better TP angle here, technically. You TP here, and it's just a bad TP that you shouldn't be going for. Because you don't want to fight this now. Do you know why you don't want to fight this now? It's very important for you to know the reason why I don't want to fight this now. So I'll wait for you to type why you shouldn't fight this now. I'll even leave the correct frame. This frame. Like, tell me why you shouldn't be fighting this right now. Just give me your best guess and I'll tell you the answer. Just, I'm waiting for one guess from me so you, like, spend time thinking. Because if I just said before might be, no. It could, a little bit, sure, but no. The main reason is, if I played this fight for you 100 times, you could not tell me with any guarantee what the outcome will be. You have no idea what's going to happen in this fight. You have no idea if the Rek'Sai is going to instantly die, if the Lissandra will come in and clean up, if the Akshan is swooping in with a W and going to kill everybody, or if the Rek'Sai gets out, Lissandra walks away, this guy walks here. You have no clue in what direction it's going to go, what's going to happen, how long they're going to stay there for your TP, if you can actually help, or if the fight will be decided and you're done and you get out there. You have no clue what will happen here. So you're wasting a 7-minute cooldown over something you have no clue if it's going to happen or not. Bad vision doesn't matter. The fight, fundamentally, even if you had perfect vision and you saw where the action is, where's the action here? Even if you saw perfect vision, doesn't matter. Like, action could just leave. Like, Rek'Sai can leave, they all leave, that can happen. Like, Rek'Sai tunnels out, he leaves, Lissandra leaves, that can happen. They can all fight. Like, anything can happen here, you have no idea. And if you have no idea, it's bad to TP when you don't know what will happen. You should TP with the assumption that you get value, or the fight will last 5 seconds or long enough that you can actually get there and do something, and you know what it looks like. You should be able to explain to me that this TP is always good. Or it is always, or it has a high probability of being good. So you're going to TP there just because it has a high probability and to ensure the play, even if it's not always going to be good. And you see not there, so it's never a lost fight. No, it's not about a lost fight or a bad fight. Like, for all I know, they like, Lissandra collapses, they one shot, and that's it. GG. The enemy all dies here. For all I know, I don't know, right? For all I know, Rek'Sai dies here, Lissandra doesn't have E up, or no, she has E RT. Lissandra tries to E, she E's this guy, but Morgana block shields or whatever, and it's a terrible fight. I don't know, but that's the problem, that you have no idea what's gonna happen. You're playing with a 7-minute cooldown for something that you don't know. League, as much as possible, is about optimizing these decisions so that these are consistently good. This TP is not consistently good because you're doing it with with limited information that does not help you make a decision. Because you should TP now. And you should TP here. Sorry, not now. I'll tell you the exact frame. You should TP from red vision. Hello, artists. Nice to see you. Welcome back. Now. This is the frame that you should TP in. Not earlier, not later, right now. You see the action. The action is close enough. The action is committed into the fight, or Millie can even cancel his deal with Q, maybe, luckily. And if you TP here, you can fight 3 of them for sure. It is consistent. You will always be in the fight. Kayle isn't there. You will always win it. If you try to explain this to any person playing League, they will all be able to understand that this will always work. And that's how you make decisions, in a way where when you play it back to yourself, you know it will always work. It makes sense. It's just good. And I don't care if your team died for it, right? Like, oh, I TP'd late. Rek'Sai died because I TP'd late. Or this guy died for it. You need to make sure that the TP always works. You do this 100 times, it works 100 times. And this is the problem with getting a good result from the TP, right? In your head, you're like, oh my god, I TP'd in there and we got such an insane fight. Wow. Thankfully, I TP'd in there. It was such a good TP. Good hold on the Q to follow him over from the flash. Good job on that one. That's the problem with winning plays. If the winning play is based on a bad fundamental idea, you're going to make this bad fundamental idea constantly. You're going to think, oh, I should be ready to insta-TP to my team whenever they fight. And that way I can get a lot of value. No, you should know what a good fight looks like, or a consistent fight, and TP there. Either way, worked out. Afterwards, you got the mid turret. You chunk this next turret. You don't want to chunk for too long, and you want to go for a recall most likely, because you will have a lot of gold. Nope, never mind. You only have 800 gold. You don't want to go for a recall. You don't care about it. Okay, you know that they're respawning now, so you have to be a little bit careful with that respawn timer, and you should ping your team back, and you should try to go for Drake, not topside here. Right now, you should ping your team for Drake and play for Drake with the Rek'Sai as you're exiting, and go for it, because there's a free objective. Kayle and Briar are dead. It should just be a free Drake your team gets. You should be pinging for it, going for it. Right now, you have no objectives on the map effectively. Up until Baron spawns, you have no objective on the map. Like, you get the bot tier 2, sure, but you cannot realistically do more alone inside lane because Morgana, Kayle might be a bit too annoying into you, so you don't want to actually do it till Baron is up. So this is incredibly risky, no value. You should be moving to the Drake. Not incredibly risky, sorry. This is overall not optimal. You should be moving to the Drake to make sure your team gets it, and that is the optimal play with the highest value. You can push 1 or 2 top waves, but then you should go bot side, play into the Baron. Okay, you go bot lane, play into the Baron. Lovely. Now you need to be playing a little bit safe because you don't know what will happen here. And, sorry, well, it's better to split and get strong here. It is not better to split because you're getting 1 wave and you want to make sure that your team gets Drake. The Drake sure could be secured here, but you want to ping your team to go. You want to make sure that your team goes. This is a little bit of suboptimal play, right? You're right. To make sure your team gets the Drake, because for maybe your team doesn't get it, maybe they get lazy about it for 15 seconds. This guy takes his jungle camp here or there, and then suddenly they're actually alive for it, and Briar R's in, hits, and then there's a fight. You lose a wave to make sure that the Drake is guaranteed and your team actually starts it. It's whatever, it's fine. And here you're meant to instantly click into top. That's what I would do. I would instantly Q here, sit by Blastcone, and make a decision when Briar R is hurt. Because your team is overextended in mid. Oh, sorry. It's already hit. Look, when I hear it, like I'm looking at map right now, right? Lissandra is overextended. Your bot lane is overextended mid lane. One of them might get engaged on. So as you're walking here, you should be careful of that. So if I were you, I would be walking to this Blastcone or through this area, through the jungle, to be able to decide who to go to. Like the second you hear Briar R, I would Q here or be walking here, and then I decide, do I Blastcone up or down? Because queuing here away from the Sandra costs you no time because you can just Blastcone back in. That's what I would be doing. And if you queued over, Blastconed over, you would have a pretty decent flank here already. Like you would be there much quicker and be in position for the flank much quicker. Yeah, but you should know that they W that. That's fine. You should know they can be up or down. They can be mid or bot. They can decide on either person. You're not a little bit too slow. Your problem is when you decide how you were before you made the move, right? This is also a big part of League of Legends. You have to put yourself in a good position. So that's why I was telling you to click here. Not click through lane, click here. And I'm telling you to queue over here. Because when the second you hear Briar R, it is better for you to go to this Blastcone. This Blastcone gives you the same amount of time to reach Lissandra, but makes you so much faster to reach the Kog'Maw and the Milio. If you always click here, when you hear that Briar R, you will be in a better position, a quicker position to respond to anyone. But if you're here when it starts, and you're holding here, and you don't actually start moving all this time, that's why you're slow. Because you weren't intending to cover mid in an optimal way. You're just like waiting to react to see where it hits. Even before it hits, you should just be here in case it hits mid. Or if it doesn't hit anywhere, it doesn't matter. You lose no value for being there. It's going to happen a lot of the times where you just cover just in case something happens. That's all you're doing. Just in case something happens, you're looking to cover. Good stun, good QW, bad Q. Good QW on that stun, but you should know Kai'Sa R, and you have to hold your Q a little bit for Kai'Sa R. Because Kai'Sa can R at any point in your dash, so if she R's one way, you Q another, you completely miss her. So here, what I would do is I would hold my Q and keep moving with Kai'Sa down. The second that she presses her R, I Q after her, but you cannot early Q into a Kai'Sa at all. If you early Q into a Kai'Sa before she R's, stuff like this happens. There are some situations where Kai'Sa will damage you too much. You have to press your Q a little bit early in case she damages or flashes or whatever. Like, sure, this is just not one of them. Where you should get away from the wall. Like, stand here. Make sure you're here. So she can't R over to a wall in an awkward direction. Like, if she R's here, she lives. And then be ready when she R's to Q. Yo, it's Nax. How are we doing? How are we doing? I'm doing a bot review. Okay, I need to go through this a bit quicker. Now, so about that play. It is what it is. Now, you need to be a little bit careful with how you're playing it out. Just because they're respawning now. And then, nope, bad. Leave. Wrong lane, wrong everything. You should leave. You made your Milio lose flash because you didn't leave quick enough, and now you're in the wrong position for no reason. You pinged to do Baron just because Akshan was dead. You know what? You could do Baron, actually. Akshan is dead. From what we see here, these two are really low HP. You could actually do the Baron if everybody ran to it right now, and you can spam picking it, and you can't actually do it right now. You are correct with that play, actually, because Action died, and the Kaisa and Morgana both have to reset. Like, right now, after Kaisa and Morgana both have to reset, you can ping for that play, but then you should spam ping for it, stand at it, make them come to you, even ping them, like, in front of them here, or in front of the Kog'Maw, ping right where they're standing so they see it. You can actually do this. Right now, I do not like this entire section of the gameplay because it provides no value. Like, this entire section of the gameplay feels really awkward because you're not playing for an end or playing with value right now. I know you're still getting stuff, it seems like predicated on the enemy making mistakes or your team is playing well. Like, all of this feels like you're trying to throw the game. Like, you're separated, like you're giving more value, the enemies will respawn soon. It just feels like you're going to throw the game here because you're giving them the opportunity to play the game for no reason. Here you're overstaying for the turret. It's just like all the classic stuff. Like, here you overstayed, Milio lost his flash. Here you're gonna overstay and you might just die. Yeah, Lissandra dies, you try to fight. You waste flash on an 010 Kayle. Crazy. What's your opinion on Jeffrey Epstein? Do you think he's still alive? Someone called me and said he's in Tel Aviv playing Fortnite right now. Bro, if he can still be alive when the entire world hates him, is on the hunt for him, you know what? Props to him. Props to him. My thought process here was I wanted to Baron, but I don't have enough time to go and push out bosses. I want to push out top. Yeah, but just don't push out top. The next person will come and then push out top. You don't need to push top lane out. Just recall, play bot wave, and it's completely fine. You don't need to push out top lane at all. It's not your job. You can delegate that job to somebody else. Is fine. But you could have done Baron there. If you pinged your team to do it, you could have 100% done the Baron. Akshan is up in 5. Lead, bro. I've seen like 4 different instances so far in this game where the enemies respawning can punish you and then they respawn and punish you. Hit the Nexus, not the Vlad! Hit the Nexus, not the... Deserved loss. Deserved loss. I really like your content. I just picked up Fiora and you really helped me. Hey, I'm happy to hear that, man. If you have any questions at all about Fiora anytime, just feel free to ask. Bro, if you hit it once, nah, you must be so tilted from the snow. Bro, and then Lissandra. No, it must have burned your heart to lose that game. No. Bro, this is where the copium starts. You're like, it's okay. I won't lose the game. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Game of Victor Aaron. Bad to you, but it's okay. You should still kill. Yeah. So here, it's the bad Q into the Akshan. The reason why it's a bad Q is just because you have a cannon right here. You can Q like this, hit the Akshan or the cannon, and then your Q resets, and you can chase. You shouldn't try to Q for an Akshan, you're not in range. When you can wait a little bit, then Q the cannon or Akshan, then Q the Akshan next. That's why it's a little bit of a suboptimal Q, and you can just easily get it. Whatever, still fine, you killed him, no big deal. Just waste a little bit of time. Why? 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 Bro, you don't need to force it like that. The entire game, you're playing it so or not the entire game. Like, every time you're trying to hit any turret at the tier 3, all of it is so forced. Every single time I see it, it's so forced. Also, here you don't need the wave, by the way. Or do you know turret respawn? Never mind, you don't need the wave. And here, look at your Milio and Rek'Sai HP, and Briar is back up. Why are you trying to force it now? You can't. Like, that's what I see just every time. Might be lack of skill, but I played some games yesterday. I won early versus Jax, but after like mid-late, I wasn't able to solo him with the AP. I have not played versus AP Jax yet, so I can't tell you how that goes. You should still be able to kill him just fine. I also had some problems versus Zinz, so I haven't played versus it yet. W early, or W is Q3 if you can count and you're able to react to it, but generally Wing early is good enough to kill. You're looking for all-ins, you have to be careful of his W poke, you can even Q to avoid it. Look at how these clowns lost Baron. Bro, it doesn't matter, bro. Look at these clowns. Why do I care? Look at you. Look at you. You have the ability to, at any point in time, tell your team to start the Baron, or if you're prompting to do the alternate. You have to have the ability to tell them to not fight here, to take the recall. You have the ability to stop all of this from happening. You could have stopped all of this from happening. Oh, if you stun the Briar here, but you didn't stun the Briar. Lissandra had to use R because you didn't stun the Briar. If you had the R here, it would have also been very easy. But you should have the stun into Briar. And now it's terrible. And now you don't have W, and because you don't have W, she is able to kill you. Yep, because just because you don't have W. Bro, but But you're just playing it rushed here. Like, the way that you're meant to play this fight out is you're meant to isolate her, right? 1, 2, 1. Oh, sorry. No, I said that wrong. 1, 1 and 2. Why go here so all 3 can hit you when you can go here and only 1 hits you? And if 1 hits you, she doesn't hit your entire team. Like, it would have been so much better to enter from that side, that way that you can hit the Kayle and then nobody else can hit you except the Kayle effectively, then you can play it out and it's just fine. And you entered, if you're entering into the fight, you entered a second early, so you don't have W for Morgana stun. Bro, you can't say jungle diff after what I saw. You had the lead, you threw the lead. Bro, you had the avatar, then you had nowhere to go. That's you, that's you. Also, Hullbreaker Valley goes really far up right now when you're trying to end the game like this. Hullbreaker Valley does go up. But Serax is good, but Hullbreaker Valley does go up. This is your VOD review, not the jungler's review. What are you doing here? Bro, you cannot end the game without a wave. What are you playing at? Like, right now, you have to get a wave to be able to end the game because 2 turrets are up. If you try to play without the wave, you'll never be able to end the game. So I have no clue what you're doing here without wave. Like, you try to go for something here, which, by the way, you can go for this, right? But if you're going for this, you have to go for flank here so that they can't get Baron, and that's your decision. Hey, I won't play for trying to end and 1v1 versus Kayle, whatever. I will play to go here, flank them from behind, they can't get Baron. That's a legitimate call to make, because you're going to have a good flank, blast going over, you're going to be able to fight. You'll, like, you reach the Kaisa somewhere here. If you blast going over right now, go one to the Kaisa, you kill her. That is a decision you can make. It is okay to make, and it's fine. But you should be pushing this wave out first. And I would be playing the split push, not the flank here. Like, I don't. And now that Kayle's there, you can't walk up, but still you have to walk through here and maintain flank. Because you didn't push the wave that you're meant to push. So you can't play the split push into the Kayle. You're stuck with trying to flank into enemy team and go for the team fight because you decided to have to go for the team fight. And again, you walked out too late. You're meant to walk out earlier to maintain flank, so you're closer. We got zoned out by a Kayle way too fucking much for no reason. And you went into a team fight, and look how useful you are in a team fight when you don't have the angle that you want. I would have played split push, but you probably were either tilted or mad or disappointed how the game was going. So you thought, I have to force a fight by my body into the enemy or else we just lose. You don't. The game is always more chill than you think it is. The game is always more winnable, more chill than you think it is. I don't think there's any point to reviewing the rest of the game because it's kind of unplayable unless they make a mistake now. Like here. So here. If Kayle R's herself, I would leave. If she doesn't R herself, you can play it. But if she R'd herself, I would leave. Why do you flash? Sorry, I'm not trying to be a prick, but if you do a VOD reel and be doing jungle if you're doing the review wrong, I mean, yeah, but he's tilted from the game. He's a bit upset. He's trying... He's also like a little bit jokingly saying jungle diff. He doesn't 100% mean it. He only means it like 20%, you know, 30%. I don't know why you flash there. You're flashing when your teammates cannot follow your flash at all because they've just used all their abilities. There is no reason to flash right now. You can play it so much more relaxed and it's completely fine. But because you flashed, the enemy was able to fight and then you fucked it up again. It's like the 5th time where there was a... Like, because you played it fast, you ruined it for your team. TP here, punish the people that did it alone. There are 2 dead. You can try to force here. Here, this is wrong. So, you want to try to force, right? So, what I would do is, I would be queuing here in this area, looking to be in this angle, so that I can potentially flank somebody. Even if you don't, it's just best to be here. Then I would jump here to try to flank somebody as well. That would be my thought process where I have 2 flank windows. So, if you walked here, as I was suggesting, you'll be able to reach these 2 people. And if you maintain range for Morgana, or if you know Morgana's still walking away, you can get a free stun. But it's always better to walk here, to look for something, because it's more value to be walking through here than being bot lane right now. Okay. And now the Kayle and whatever fucker pieces of shit are back up. He gets stunned through, also have to, I mean, just drop down a ward. He just drops down a ward. He should have vision because of his minions here, but even if he has no vision, just drop down a ward. Because he saw Kayle walking in. Oh yeah, game's over. GG's. Unlucky. It's like 10 different mistakes. Hey, you played the early well, though. But you can see that you're grouping up perma. And because you group up perma, or in a lot of the times, especially when you shouldn't, you're losing the game a lot more. Although this was mostly overstaying, like 50 different times. You're not meant to overstay. Playing the fight 10 times faster than you should. And also the waste of the TP where you could have held a better for a better situation. But again, that's not the specific game. It's just a fundamental. More fundamental than anything. Knowledge overload. Well, you guys can rewatch this over and over again to get all the information. I might put it up as a YouTuber. Just titled, rank 1 Fiora coaches Emerald, whatever it was the rank.